Winter is Over. HBO brings down curtain on TV phenom Game of Thrones. New York AFP: who will win the battle for the Iron Throne? Millions will be bets on the ultimate ruler of the fictional continent of Westeros are well underway, according to British bookmaker William Hill, with willful, powerful Bran Stark Isaac Hempstead Wright the current favorite. 10 days ahead of the Season 8 premiere, more glamorous candidates such as King in the North Jon Snow, Kit Harington and Mother of Dragons Daenerys Targaryen Emilia Clarke are also very much in the conversation. In the 20 months since the last season aired, fans have debated non-stop the eventual ending of the unusually expansive, ambitious show, filmed at a cost of $15 million an episode. The first of the new season's 6 episodes will air on U.S. cable channel HBO on April 14, as well as on the network's streaming platforms. Lauren Christensen, a supply manager in her 30s who lives and works in New Jersey, said she was beyond game. Well known for its record-breaking audiences across the world, the show has also proven a critical darling and an awards juggernaut, its first 7 seasons garnering a staggering 47 Emmys. Power, love, family, conviction. The website archive of our own counts more than 22,000 fans. The 2018 con. The dark, complex, violent, medieval game. The show builds on the witty, wry, and sometimes adult approach to nerd culture popularized by Disney's Marvel Cinematic Universe, which treats its audience like grown-ups and has been rewarded with $18.5 billion in ticket sales. For Christensen, the universality of its appeal is obvious. In Life After the End? Those. Despite being fantasy, the series does an incredible job of commenting on the modern world, according to Valerie Garver, a medieval studies associate professor at Northern Illinois University. She cited the show's iconic tagline "Winter." The motif returns in the upcoming season, with characters facing threats from the sinister Night King and his army of frozen zombies, the frankly terrifying White Walkers. Though some fans are pulling for another season or 2, most seem to have accepted the impending conclusion and, like Christensen, are ready. For Annalie, The Passion of God will live on past its final episode, airing on May 19. The publication of Martin's much-anticipated 6th day. Annalie says a 2020 con.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.